This is the DVD. Thanks for buying it. Well done. You've made a good choice.
Show about four 17-year-old lads who have just started sixth form college, and it's about the scrapes they get into. Hello, I'm Damon Beasley. I'm one of the writers and the executive producer.
Hello, I'm Ian Morris. I'm also one of the writers.
Not an executive producer.
I am executive producer as well, but I thought it was going to be a bit show-offy to say that. What we were hoping for was that it would be a slice of life that a lot of people would relate to, because it was about sort of being normal, maybe at school, rather than particularly fantastically cool and exciting.
So if you like this, then you probably weren't cool when you were younger.
Take one.
We saw thousands and thousands of boys, and you know, it was a hard search. And weirdly enough, the guys who play Simon and Will, we've known since we were casting for the pilot, and we didn't think they were right then. And we sponsored their sketch act to go up to Edinburgh this year, and they're brilliant and really funny. And we sort of neglected to tell anyone about it.
And suddenly our director and producer, Chris and Gordon, went, "Yeah, you not mentioned we've seen 1,000 people at various times in the past few months. We've been getting down right to the wire, and you didn't mention these two."
We went, And then Buckley, who plays Jay, we knew from the pilot because we miscast him as Neil, but we got him back in because we thought, well, he was really annoying.
He was really annoying and twattish.
massive dickhead.
Yeah, massive gob on him as well, so maybe he'd be perfect
pretty
for the
perfect,
character.
wouldn't he? Yeah. Blake had
a job at the Carphone warehouse.
He's just out of drama college.
I think because we were so sure about who the characters were, it was very hard to find the right people as well. So now we've got 4 dickheads to play them.
No, they're very funny.
Will's pedantic and an enthusiast, and obviously brilliant and very clever and very funny. Yeah, and I think he's kind of the driving force behind it, I think, is the key. And the idea with Will was that he'd be someone who would drive them into situations they weren't necessarily that happy with through force of enthusiasm, I think. We're thinking, this would be great, this would be great, this would be great, this would be great. Oh, it's not.
His parents had just broken up, they divorced, and he's moved to this new school from a private school. This series is about him trying to sort of make new friends, and he falls in with the crowd of Simon, Jay and Neil. Probably the most extreme and embarrassing thing I was asked to do was the sex scene. That's me, that one. Hairy and fat.
Look at that though! So you were actually lying on top of a lady. Yeah. You could feel her bits through your pants.
It wasn't just a dream.
They're going to use my daughter's bedroom for sex scenes. Yeah. But they assured me that's not real, so that's fine. And her suggestion was that they don't use hair sheets either, so that was fair enough.
The sex scene was the first time I've kissed someone who's been paid to sort of have sexual contact with me. But hopefully it won't be the last. Because I got a real kick out of the experience of she was getting money to sort of do stuff to me.
Simon?
He's just an extraordinary romantic lead.
He's sort of madly in love with a girl, but it's sort of happened overnight. It's a girl who he's known since he was sort of a kid.
Can you smell bleach? Shh. No, it's really strong. Is it your breath? Have you been drinking spirits?
Sorry, yeah, but God, I don't know what I was thinking. Would you like some of my fucking manners?
Jesus, what tramp did you steal that off? I'll stick to wine, thanks.
Wine is for girls.
I am a girl.
This is a man's drink, and that's called a Mickey Finn. In the previous scene, we made this drink ourselves, me and my mates, and it's basically all different drinks from my dad's drinks cabinet. This tastes like water, but I wonder what I'm drinking. It's like sort of water, but you can't relax.
Jay's a kind
Jay's one of those friends, right, where I think lots of people look back on their earlier years, and you might, maybe if you're 17 now, you might be thinking this. You have a friend where you go, you'll have friends where you look back and you go, why was I friends with him? He was horrible.
Jay is the bullshitter of the group. He just he comes out with outrageous claims and outrageous stories, and he's a bit of a compulsive liar, and pretty much everything he says is a lie.
This is the most advanced one, DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see that in any clubs.
No, you don't.
It's mind-blowing. Literally took me a second to think of that. I came up with that. Just
And people would rather listen to music.
idiots, mugs.
And Neil, I think Neil's just like, he's quite thick. He's sort of thick, but he's kind of, we always thought that Neil would be kind of like thick and good looking, and so would kind of get through life pretty well.
I think he's like otherworldly as
Yeah,
well.
he's-
Like,
yeah.
in a way, like, so not just a class, not your normal sort of
Thicky.
He just exists a little bit on a different plane.
Everyone's just got on really well. It's been a really good laugh. Sometimes a bit too much of a laugh because some of us piss about right up until people say action, and we get a little bit tooled up for it.
Well, at the moment, I am in quite a little outfit. There we go. That's one thing. And also, I'm walking around in these. Look at the size of those heels. I mean, whether or not I spend my Saturday nights as Rosario, the Venezuelan beauty queen, is another issue.
The character of Donovan is very much based on me. He's a handsome, dangerous bad boy.
Cut. Keep what's on my little one. Donovan doesn't do anything which isn't extreme. Everything he does is extreme. It's just non-stop kind of staring and or throttling people and or swearing. So there's no half measures.
Was I good at school? No, I wasn't. Not in the sixth form anyway. I got suspended from school for not doing certain bits of work and getting caught smoking. I started out as a theatre director. I directed lots of plays and comedies, and then I trained at the BBC on a directing television comedy course, and then I got my first show about a year later. I've directed 3 series of the Catherine Tate Show. I've done 2 series of Suburban Shootout. Does it reflect my life as a child? Not really, although it does remind me of my mates in sixth form. And it's actually given me loads of dreams about being back in sixth form. So it must remind me a little bit.
Bunkoff's pretty much a fab documentary.
I think we put down a lot of anecdotes, but then when we got to shooting it, you'd suddenly go, oh yeah, this happened, oh yeah, that happened. But you did sort of wear clothes and pretend to be older than you were.
Yes, I did. I wore my
stepdad.
Also need some alcohol as well.
And I did buy lots of crisps for the
Yeah.
party that we're having for adults. It's all
all pretty
inspired by our tragic teenage years.
The alcohol that I can't drink now because it just reminds me of being sick is Black Sambuca.
Reefs, they're like sort of Alka Pops. And I had quite a lot of them. They're sort of what very like babyish drinkers drink. They basically taste a bit like orange squash.
K-cider, because it just reminds me of waking up in Charing Cross with a saline drip in my arm. Completely true. But don't put that on the DVD. No, well, you can. Just you have to pixel out my face.
We're standing next to a crane here because we're going to do this scene in the park. Quite a nice big moment where the frisbee is being thrown and hits someone by mistake. So we're going to have a very nice big wide establishing shot, which we'll do from the crane, and then we'll have a shot where the camera just lifts right up into the air.
It's a Sunday in the park, on a beautiful sunny day in a suburban park. Everyone's out, and they are playing frisbee because Will's decided that it's the best way to meet girls. And then they throw a frisbee, and it unfortunately, it's happened to a friend of mine, hits a disabled woman called Checker, who's very nice, in the face.
And at which point the local hard nut, Mark Donovan, sees him and they get chased out of the park.
I've got a receipt! I've got a receipt!
580, take one. I threw the frisbee, which is a prop that we're supposed to use in the show, into a tree.
Would you say that the frisbee is an essential part of the scene?
Yes, I'd say it's crucial. Yeah, it's crucial.
Does it kind of control the flow of the dialogue and sort of results in the main joke of the scene?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd agree
okay.
with that.
We've actually stored that up there for the time being. Let's leave that there for now. Okay. bird put that in the tree. We've put that in the
Should
tree.
we just do the scene up in the tree? Should we all get up there?
I mean,
an
if you're
option.
saying, would that be better than doing the scene as we intended, then...
The answer's got to be no.
We're having a moment with a frisbee. One of our leading artists threw the hero frisbee up into a tree, so we've been panicking to try and get a replacement aerobie, because like idiots we didn't bring more, we only bought one. And secondly, the rubber one, which hits a disabled girl, isn't as soft as we all thought it was going to be.
Close your eyes.
There's no way you can throw that at that girl.
So we're now coming up with alternative ways to make a soft frisbee. We've got 3 or 4 variations on how to do it, and I don't think we've held anybody up too long, which is a relief. All right, like I mean it. Bit of cardboard.
Obviously the difficult bit to shoot was finding someone who didn't mind having a frisbee thrown in their face.
Where's it supposed to hit? Is it here?
On your face, yeah.
Yeah,
or,
so
or your head.
Yeah.
So I think first of all you're shocked.
Yeah.
And then I think after that you're very upset.
Mhm.
We also had to make sure that the frisbee really wasn't going to hurt her. So we had lots of goes of Dougie, our props man, standing on top of a ladder, throwing a foam frisbee at our disabled girl. Sometimes it hit and sometimes it didn't.
Action.
Okay.
Oh, the vomit machine.
The vomit machine?
That's not good.
Oh, good. This is really good.
One of the sort of most important early scenes for Simon in the series is where he goes round to Carly's house on the premise in his mind that he's gonna get some sort of action with her. The guys get him horribly, horribly drunk. He turns up at her house. He's brought Will with him. Will's job for the evening is to look after Carly's little brother. Simon is so drunk that he basically humiliates himself in front of Carly and vomits all over her kitchen, and he vomits on the little boy's head. I was attached to a sort of reverse vacuum cleaner device, basically a projectile vomiting machine, which spouted vegetable soup up a tube that was concealed in my leg, came out through my collar and then came out next to my mouth.
Quite specific problems with the vomit machine. On the pilot, so we went down to get to the special effects expert who does sick, who we were told does all the sick in television. And we said, what we want to do is have this sequence where one of the kids is sick, so they need to be a bit sick in their mouth coming out, and then we need to spray and it hits a child and goes all over the child. It covers the child. That's exactly what I'm looking for. They went, fine, I can do that. That's what I do. That's my business. Did that, showed us a demonstration of it. It was perfect. Brought it down on the day, just about to start filming it, and we go, right, okay, so the child's going to stand here and he'll be sick, and the guy who runs it goes, what do you mean child? And we go, well, it's in the script, we're going to be sick on a child. And he's going, oh, you can't put this stuff on anyone. What do you mean you can't put it on
his
anyone?
mouth? Can't cover
He's going, we've got to put it in his mouth. He's going, oh, no way, that's not happening.
In the end, we got a really successful way of doing it, but it took us some trial and error.
Has anyone been sick on you in real life?
Yes. Yes, they have. Many people, actually. That sounds terrible, but no, a fair few people have.
I don't know if anyone's been sick on me. I just don't know. I'm not just sick on myself.
We're shooting the Christmas prom scene today, where I'm supposed to be sort of hectic and running around.
David, don't lean on that, it'll come down. Who's written the toilet signs? Where are the toilet signs? Oh, yeah, very good.
It's fucking run out.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
The party sequence was a fantastic art direction job by Richard Drew, where we dressed the school gym as a very successful school prom, which was organised by the character Will. It looked stunning, actually. It's a scene where Joe's character Simon stops the music and declares his love for Carly, but he gets distracted from that by the sight of Neil trying to snog one of the teachers.
My name is Greg Davis and I am Mr. Gilbert. He's the head of sixth form that is in charge of these naughty teenagers, and he's a really horrible, ruthless disciplinarian. Now, I used to be a teacher, so I'm venting my spleen.
It's a few hours before anyone's turned up. I'm getting ready to do my DJ spot. There's a couple of little gems in here. Where are the girls? Rainy Men. Fame. Tina Turner. Vanilla Ice. Ice baby.
What can I say? They're genuinely my records that I play at parties.
And that's Jay's record collection.
Hi, I'm Rupert. I'm doing some Steadicam today. The rig, monitor, batteries. It works basically by isolating the camera from my body via this arm, which contains several springs. So every time I move, it keeps the camera movement is damped out by this arm. I think it's the opening scene to the show where he arrives at school for the first time.
Right, there's this really geeky boy, and then he's got this briefcase, and he's just like walks up, and then this ball really hits him, and then he catches it, and he throws it, and he's like such a rubbish footballer, and then he just walks on, and then the camera's filming, and it's like.
We don't have sixth formers at our school, so we're like thinking how they'd act and stuff, like immature or anything. And it was really funny, that boy with the briefcase, that geeky kid. He was like really weird how he walked and everything.
They're really tall, and I'm like looking up at them. It's a little bit exciting.
Just getting ready to play five-a-side football with the production team against the cast. They're warming up in the background.
Five-a-side game,
Five-a-side
can't
game,
speak for
yeah,
after.
can't speak
Our
for-
combined age, our 5 players, is 188.
That's good.
And yet this lot still think they'll be able to do it.
I think it's 12-7 to the cast. 12-7 or 11-6, something like that, but we battered them. We did. So we're happy with that.
I scored 1 goal. I can't believe that.
It's got a great goal.
I kept missing the goal. I couldn't see anything because I hadn't got my glasses on. But I could tell that there were whites, so I had some notion of the team. And as you can see, I'm very, very unfit, so I feel terminated by that experience.
There was no way I was going to let a goal in on my watch. So I just chucked anything I could in front of the ball. Unfortunately, it was my face, but that's just what you got to do. It's just that's commitment.
It's cool because like you're on TV.
What?
Thank you.